Hi, my name is Dr. Chiamaka and I help students to pass. I do help college and university students to pass. Pretty much that's what I do for a living. And it's that time of the year where students are writing their thesis, dissertation, or final year project. Different institutions tend to adopt different names, but it is an assessment that every student in the final year undertake, as part of their finish line. And a lot of students need help with this particular assessment and exercise, which is why I'm here to help you. I'm providing free workshop sessions to support you in starting and completing your thesis in time, and also an opportunity for you to ask some very interactive questions and get answers for all of those questions that you may have. Here are the reasons why this workshop is important for you to join. Dissertation, thesis, and final year project is not an easy pie. It's not an easy one. It comes with some level of intensity because of its significance. So it's not one of those 1,500 or 2-page assessment that you write. It is a very in-depth project that you undertake, and you cover several chapters. Some institutions will adopt word count, say 12,000 or 15,000, and some institutions will adopt chapters, say 5 chapters or 7 chapters, which would be your introduction, background study, literature review, research methodology, result, discussion of findings, conclusion and recommendation, future work, and then you have to show your reference list, bibliography, and appendices as well. So there's a lot that go into this particular final year project, and that's why quite a number of students find it to be very daunting. Some students feel that way because it's a very lonely period, because you're pretty much doing it solo. You have to engage some level of research work, read a lot of articles, filter these articles, substantiate the relevant article for your project, then interpret what you've understood from these articles, and then begin to write. Some students tend to do it as a team or a group based on the university requirements, but there is still very strong emphasis on individual work, and that individual work, that aspect, can be very lonely and can be very, very daunting. Another reason why dissertation and thesis or final year project tend to be a very daunting exercise for students is because of the reading and the writing aspect, particularly the writing aspect, because at this level you're expected to write critically, applying your logical reasoning, your lines of evidences, critiquing literatures, drawing your understanding from different perspectives, and being able to convey that understanding in a very critical way. That in itself is a very interesting, but can be a stretch for you. But there are ways to work around this. Even for your data, that's another aspect where this workshop is important for you to join, because students do not know how to really successfully or effectively conduct data collection analysis. We do have the quantitative, the qualitative data, but some students would even shoot themselves in the leg by going for mixed method. I'm not saying that is not permissible, but you have to understand the principles of this data collection or data analysis, this research methodology. You need to understand the principles so that you can adopt the right one for your project, lest you shoot yourself in the leg or you bite more than you can chew. And these are the things that we're covering in this session, and that is the most important aspect of this workshop, because I'll be giving you an opportunity to ask me whatever questions you have, even formulating your topic. Some students again find this aspect very difficult. They tend to go for a very broad topic. Some students are very overly ambitious. They go for this massive topic that looks like they want to conquer the world and they want to solve the what problem in 10,000 words. And some students go for some very narrowed topic. So there ought to be a balance even in your topic selection, and that's some very interesting thing that I'll be talking about during these sessions. I'll be talking about everything. I'll be telling you and teaching you the syntax, the structure of writing, of effective writing. I will also be teaching you the very how do I put it? We say the nitty-gritties of research methodology. There's some very good specs here and there that you ought to know that would really help you to excel in your thesis, and many more. We are running 9 workshops to cover all aspects, including your abstract, executive summary, including your bibliography, reference list, appendix. We're covering all of this. References, plagiarism, we're covering all of this. But just in case you feel like I need a little bit more before I can commit myself, why not join us on Thursday, the 10th of August? We're going to be running 2 sessions, morning and evening. I'll be sharing the links for that information. Join us and see if this is something that would be very helpful to you. We're going to be running different sessions throughout these workshops. So for instance, workshop 1 is just an overview of your thesis and how to get started. Workshop 2 is your introduction, so we'll be looking at your introduction chapter 1. But in that introduction chapter 1, we're going to be running different sessions as well. So it doesn't really hurt for you to just join the first one and test the waters, as they would say, and say, okay, this is something I can find very valuable, and this is something I can actually use to complete my thesis in time. You've got nothing to lose. All we say, or all we ask is, when you come with someone. Don't be selfish about this. It's important that you understand that element of teamwork, and you really need that. Otherwise, we talked about feeling very lonely, so you really need that thing, that accountability, that teammate, that pal, that classmate, if you really want to excel in your project. There is no need for competition at this level. You've gone past that. If all the students in the class get a first, the university have got no choice but to give you a first. So it's not about competition here. It's about really contributing to the general body of knowledge. And many times, if not all the time, you really cannot do that alone. You would always need that element of support, help, and teamwork. Again, I'll be running the session on Thursday, the 10th of August, and throughout until January. So you really need to stay glued to our updates. But the first free workshop is on the 10th of August. And I hope to see you there. It is completely free. We're running 9 sessions. The first session is completely free. Test the waters. See if it's something that you really want to continue to join. You might be saying, yeah, I've got AI to do the work for me, but there are ways. Universities have also redeployed ways to track AI use in such a project, and you really don't want to get yourself in that kind of corner. It's your final year project. End it in style, successfully, and without a hassle. I'll see you on Thursday. Take care. Ciao.